to legends arisen, where history breathes and greatness echoes through time. What does it take to conquer the known world before the age of 33? Strength? Vision? Ruthlessness? Today, we journey into the mind of one of history's most legendary figures, Alexander the Great. Born in 356 BC in the ancient kingdom of Macedonia, Alexander was not just a military genius. He was a strategist, a leader, a philosopher-king molded by Aristotle himself. He didn't just win battles, he built a legacy that stretched from Greece to Egypt, all the way to India. But beyond the bloodshed and empire building lies a deeper question. What made Alexander think differently? How did he see the world and himself that allowed him to do the impossible? This is not just a history lesson. It's a blueprint for those who dare to think big, take bold action, and leave their mark on the world. Welcome to How to Think Like a Conqueror. Long before he earned the title The Great, Alexander was just a boy in the kingdom of Macedonia, born in 356 BCE to King Philip II and Queen Olympias. But his destiny was no ordinary one. With Aristotle as his mentor and ambition in his blood, Alexander grew up immersed in philosophy, warfare, and a belief that he was meant for greatness. This is not just a story of conquest, it's a story of mindset, vision, and the relentless pursuit of the impossible. Before he ever lifted a sword, Alexander sharpened his mind. Under the tutelage of Aristotle, one of history's greatest philosophers, he studied logic, ethics, politics, and the natural sciences. This foundation didn't just make him wise, it made him strategic. While other rulers relied solely on brute force, Alexander mastered the art of thinking several moves ahead. He understood that conquering the world first required conquering the self. At just 12 years old, Alexander did the unthinkable. He tamed a wild horse no one else could ride. His insight: he realized the beast was afraid of its shadow and simply turned it toward the sun. That moment wasn't just about a horse. It revealed a future king's ability to understand fear, confront it, and lead with confidence. It was the mindset of a conqueror forming in real time, fearless, perceptive, and above all, decisive. Alexander wasn't just a warrior, he was a thinker. His tutor was none other than Aristotle, the greatest philosopher of the time. From him, Alexander learned ethics, politics, logic, and the vast tapestry of Greek culture. But more importantly, he absorbed a mindset that knowledge and leadership go hand in hand. While others trained only with swords, Alexander sharpened both his mind and his blade. In every conquest to come, his strategies weren't just brute force, they were philosophical in design. Conquest to Alexander wasn't destruction, it was the spread of Hellenic thought and civilization. Before he conquered nations, Alexander had to conquer fear itself, in the form of a wild horse no one could tame. Bucephalus, fierce and untamed, threw off every rider who dared approach. But Alexander noticed something others missed. The horse was afraid of its own shadow. He turned Bucephalus toward the sun so it couldn't see the darkness and rode with ease. That moment wasn't just about a horse. It was a glimpse into the mind of a leader who could see what others couldn't. His courage wasn't reckless. It was observant, strategic, and rooted in deep understanding. The boy who tamed Bucephalus would one day tame empires. The Battle of Issus, 333 BCE, Alexander stood against an army nearly twice the size of his own. Most would have hesitated. He advanced, using the terrain, flanking tactics, and his unshakable presence on the battlefield. He turned fear into fuel. While Persian King Darius fled, Alexander pressed forward. He didn't just win battles with swords, he won them with strategy, focus, and belief. Issus wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. Being outnumbered is meaningless when your vision is greater than your obstacles. Every warrior behind him believed in that vision because Alexander believed in it first. After the crushing victory at Issus, Alexander turned his gaze to the coast, toward the powerful Phoenician city of Tyre. A city on an island, walled, defiant, and confident that the sea would protect it. Others had failed to breach it. Alexander would not accept failure. He ordered the impossible, a causeway built across the sea. Day by day, under blazing sun and arrow fire, his men pushed stones into the waves. When the Tyrians burned it, he rebuilt it, stronger, wider, armored with siege towers and catapults. For 7 relentless months, he waged war against the sea and stone. Then finally, in 332 BCE, he broke through. Tyre fell. What Alexander accomplished at Tyre wasn't just military victory. It was psychological domination, a message to the known world. No fortress, no sea, no obstacle could stand before his will. After conquering the mighty Persian Empire, Alexander turned his gaze to Egypt, a land of ancient mystery and unmatched power. The Egyptians, who had long awaited a deliverer, hailed Alexander as their liberator. But this was more than a mere victory. It was the beginning of a new chapter in history. Unlike any ruler before him, Alexander did not come to Egypt as a conqueror alone. He came as a visionary. He knew that Egypt, with its strategic location, could become a powerful center of trade, culture, and knowledge. He set his sights on the coast, and there he founded the city that would bear his name, Alexandria. Alexandria wasn't just a city. It was to be a beacon of learning, a crossroads of civilizations, and a symbol of the fusion of Greek and Egyptian cultures. With its famous library and towering lighthouse, Alexandria would become the intellectual heart of the ancient world, a legacy that would last long after his death. By founding Alexandria, Alexander did not just secure his place in Egypt, he ensured his empire would thrive for centuries to come. The city would become a testament to his vision, a city of knowledge, a city of commerce, and a city that would forever carry his name, a name synonymous with greatness and the relentless pursuit of what others deemed impossible. From the battlefields of Macedonia to the sands of Egypt, Alexander's journey reshaped the world in ways no one could have imagined. But his legacy isn't just carved into the walls of the cities he founded or the empires he conquered. His true legacy lives on in the minds he inspired, the cultures he united, and the vision he instilled in those who followed him. Alexander the Great didn't just conquer territories. He conquered the very notion of what was possible. He proved that greatness is not measured by the number of battles won, but by the vision, mindset, and perseverance to pursue the unimaginable. His journey was not just about glory on the battlefield, but about forging a legacy that would shape the world for centuries to come. His story is a reminder that with the right mindset, no dream is too far, no goal too distant. For in the heart of a true conqueror, the world itself becomes his to shape.